Welcome to the first edition of BTV for 2019.
We'll look at the Polar Express experience and some trippy illusions,
as well as some fun new places to dine.
All this and more on BTV.
How was your holiday?
It was really good. I got to visit my family and see some really good movies.
You know, over the break, Mikkel got to experience a movie in real life, the Polar Express experience.
Students over break checked out the live-action Polar Express in Lawrence, Kansas.
So it's like a live-action train ride where all the people are singing and dancing, and then they read the actual Polar Express, and then they bring out hot chocolate.
They did many activities aboard the Polar Express.
One of the favorite things that I saw on the Polar Express was they took us to the North Pole, and there were a bunch of little elves walking around and dancing with like presents, and then there was a Santa Claus in the sleigh, and then we got to stop and Santa boarded our train and he gave us all bells.
The best part of the Polar Express was when they danced and sung with us and the kids could get up and dance, and the guy jumped with hot chocolate. That was pretty impressive. It was just really cute.
The setup was to feel like a real-life experience.
The setup and the decor was really impressive. We were placed on a train that was over 100 years old, and so it just kind of made you feel like you're back in time, and the decor that they had just really mimicked the movie, so it was really neat.
It's a great experience for all ages.
Definitely for families, and then with younger kids that still have their imagination all big, it'd be definitely good. And plus there's a free mug.
This is Mikkel Henderson for BTV.
I bet that hot chocolate was yummy and hot.
Also, all three music programs got to heat up their winter break by going to Orlando. Recently, choir, orchestra, and band were invited to perform at Disney Springs in Orlando, Florida.
We were told that we were one of the best orchestras that they got and invited us down to perform at Disney Springs.
We stayed in a really nice hotel. We were there over New Year's Eve, so there was a giant New Year's Eve party at our hotel resort we were staying at, and so that was really fun.
All three high school bands merged to perform in the Citrus Bowl parade, and the choirs performed together too. The three orchestras performed separately.
We didn't really compete at all. We just had a performance, like a Christmas performance sort of thing at Epcot, and yeah, it was just for the enjoyment of the people that were in the park, and we had a lot of people show up, so it was really cool.
When the students were not performing, they got to enjoy Universal and Disney parks.
We visited Universal Studios, Hollywood. We visited Epcot, Volcano Bay. That was probably my favorite one. It was like a water park.
My favorite park was probably Epcot because they had all the worlds of different countries that you could visit that were supposed to replicate what other countries look like, and they serve food like them too, and I thought that was really cool.
The trip was a lot of fun, but most did not enjoy the long bus ride down and back.
24 hours on a charter bus with about 40 kids it gets a little tiring.
Going there, we didn't have time to take a shower or anything, change clothes before we went to the first park, so that was fun. We stopped at a gas station, and a lot of people just changed there, but it was an experience.
This is Mariah and Jace for BTV. That looked like so much fun. I bet it was a magical time for the students involved. Too bad that they had to come home to the freezing cold.
It has been really cold, but I think it's been worth it with all the snow days we've been having.
I expected last week's, but the ones before that were totally unexpected. Paul, Logan, and Matthew have the story.
On Monday, January 14th, the district had an unexpected snow day.
I did not expect a snow day to happen. Most of my teachers on the Friday before the weekend said that we were only supposed to get 3 to 4 inches of snow, and that the weather people were all wrong. And then out of nowhere, we got 8 inches of snow, power went out, and a bunch of crazy stuff happened, and it was just unexpected.
Although most of the roads have been cleared, there were other storm-related problems.
There was a lot of power outages and a lot of snow hanging on the trees on the lines outside. Took down a lot of internet services, so kids didn't have Wi-Fi or power, and the roads were still a little bit dangerous.
I think that the roads were not bad enough to have a snow day, but I I feel like how cold the temperatures were and how low they were, and the amount of snow that we got causing power outages, not only in the East and North area, but all throughout the district. I feel like that had a great impact on whether we had a snow day or not. So
This is Paul, Logan, and Matthew for BTV.
Central office said a power outage at Miller Park created the issues at 7 elementary schools, 2 middle schools, and the aquatic center. This is what made it impossible for us to have school that day.
With all this snow, cabin fever is at an all-time high, so if anyone is looking for a way to get out and about, Kayla and Jenna have a story about Tapcade.
Located at 17th and McGee in downtown Kansas City, Tapcade is a great affordable weekend spot for students.
It's an arcade bar. We are 18 and up after 8 p.m. every day, but until then it's all ages. It's mostly old school stand-up arcade games, so you're going to see lots of things for like actual machines from the 80s, pinball machines, things like that. It's usually $5 all you can play for the games.
For those that aren't gamers, they have a more hands-off option.
We have a movie theater. It's full service in there. You can get all your food and drinks just brought to you. We have little pads you can write down everything you want, so it's no talking in the theater. We tend to play more indie films, like they're newer films, but they're things that don't get a very wide release.
Tapcade has options for people of all ages, making it an enjoyable experience for the whole family.
Weekends tend to be like Saturday and Sunday. There's honestly a lot of kids' birthday parties here in the first half of the day. I mean, they are entertained by the games. The adults can have a beer while their kids are running around.
Tapcade offers a unique menu to accompany their fun environment.
We have a bunch of really good burgers, fries, some appetizers, like our wings are really good. Bar food, but better, and it's all made from scratch.
Being affordably fun is Tapcade's biggest advantage.
I'd recommend it because the food is really good, and $5 to play all those games is good, cheap way to do something instead of paying a lot to go somewhere else, or a bigger game place might have more games, but it's cost per game that really adds up.
Tapcade is open 4 to 11 p.m. on weekdays and 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. on weekends. This is Kayla and Jenna for BTV.
That looks like so much fun. I can't wait to play old-fashioned games. We should go sometime.
We should. And hey, if we get hungry, we can always stop at Parlor KC, which is right down the street from Tapcade.
New to the Crossroads, Parlor is providing a refreshing take on what a food court could be.
Parlor is really all about collaboration. The inspiration behind Parlor is just bringing different people from the community together to give Kansas City a very unique experience.
Parlor is a 2-story food hall with different restaurants.
So at Parlor we have 7 different concepts. We have down on the first floor we have Providence Pizza. We have Yakiya, which is Japanese. We have Farm to Market bread. They actually bake their bread fresh and bring it over every day from about 2 blocks away. They do sandwiches and all kinds of good stuff. Then up on our second level we have Sura Eats. We also have Mother Clucker, which is Nashville hot chicken and fries and all kinds of good stuff. We have Wildhast, which is Scandinavian foods. And then last but not least we have Carbon, which is Middle Eastern Yucatan.
So my favorite restaurant that's in Parlor is probably Providence Pizza. They have a lot of different selections of pizza, and then they also have dessert options.
Parlor is divided into sections such as a den, living room, dining room, and breakfast nook. It exudes a home-like feel.
I like this vibe and ambience. I like the natural light, the high ceiling. I like it. Very positive experience.
So being in the Crossroads, we really wanted to build off of the murals and the art around the city. And we definitely did want to keep the creative side in Parlor. We wanted it to be a unique space. We wanted it to be, obviously, there's literally no other food hall in Kansas City.
This is Brody, Carson, and Aiden for BTV.
Parlor is located on Locust Street, and prices vary depending on which restaurant you choose.
Well, all that sounds really good, but what if I get a sweet tooth?
Then Nothing Bundt Cakes is the place for you.
Originally from Olathe, Nothing Bundt Cakes recently opened a new shop in Summit Fair.
Originally, we're from Olathe, and so we kind of grew up in the Kansas City area, and we had the opportunity to move out here to Lee Summit.
Since its opening, business has been good.
Yeah, it's only been open for like 2 months, but we've been really busy lately, especially during Thanksgiving and Christmas. Like Christmas, there was almost 200 orders that we had to fill, and that's not including the people that just came in to pick up cakes. And we also, we started delivering.
This is our 4th location in Kansas City. We've been in business for about 5.5 years total. We came out to Lee Summit, to Summit Fair. We've had great success so far. We opened the week of Thanksgiving. We do bundt cakes. That's all we do. Nothing bundt cakes, as you can guess. We have signature cream and cheese based frosting on there, 11 flavors. And basically our job is just to help people celebrate special occasions.
Not only is business good for customers, but employees enjoy it too.
There are a lot of really nice people there. There's a lot of high schoolers in particular, and some people from West and Lee Summit. So I get to meet new people.
This is Sabrina and Lauren for BTV.
Man, all that food looks good.
It does, but what is also a big hit is seeing how women have changed my all-time favorite game.
The Negro League Baseball Museum not only recognizes the achievements of men, but it also shines a light on women.
The new exhibit is called Beauty of the Game, and it focuses on the impact of women on Negro Leagues baseball. The museum had been collecting a number of things related to this topic over the years. In more recent years, we were able to get a nice cachet of additional photographs to focus on the history.
The exhibit tells of the contributions of women both on and off the field. Toni Stone, Connie Morgan, and Mamie Johnson were the only women to play in the Negro Baseball Leagues. They have bronze statues created by Quan Wu of the University of Kansas on display.
Really helps people kind of understand baseball a little bit better, like the diversity of it.
The exhibit also includes female owners of the team, such as baseball pioneer Effa Manley, who co-owned the Newark Eagles with her husband Abraham Manley.
When the Negro Leagues, they were losing male athletes to Major League Baseball, and one of the attempts to try to keep attracting fans was to allow women to play with the men.
I didn't realize that there was so many women's leagues out there. I think that was one of the newer pieces in the museum, and how well that they played.
This is Caleb and Samantha for BTV.
You know, I've been playing softball for 13 years, and I never really knew or understood how much women affected baseball. I'm grateful for the impact they had on such an amazing sport.
That's really great, Mariah, but this museum might have you feeling some other kinds of ways. You might even run into something that you didn't even know you were seeing.
For those looking for something fun to do with friends and family on the weekend, the Museum of Illusions may be a place to visit.
It's unique for the sense of it's not a traditional museum. We do have illusion images on the walls that all do different things, messes with people's eyes and minds.
There were a lot of artworks that you could stare at for like the duration of time that they wanted you to look at it for, and then it would explain to you like why that was an illusion and like how it happened with your brain. And then there's a lot of places to take pictures and just like have good photo shoots.
With over 50 exhibits, each illusion is unique.
We have a lot of different illusions. Some are paintings, some are in an entire room, and some are moving, should I say. The most popular one is our Ames room, which is where we'll make somebody look huge and somebody else look small.
My favorite piece of artwork was this room that was surrounded by mirrors, so it was just like kind of trippy.
This tunnel that we got to walk through, and there was like a railing, and basically above you it had like a ton of projections that made you think that you were going like in all sorts of directions. So it was just like playing with your mind.
Visitors leave the museum with many wow factors.
It's more hands-on and more smiles. People are happy when they come in, when they see something, and amazed of how it worked without any camera tricks.
I'd recommend this if you really like to walk around and have interactions with the things that are around you.
We spent like an hour or so in there, so it was definitely worth the price that we paid, and it was just super cool to see all the different illusions.
Located in Union Station in Kansas City, students can get in for $12 with ID and adults for $15. This is Jory and Anna for BTV.
The museum is open every day from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. That leaves plenty of time to visit such a trippy museum.
If you want a different kind of photo for your Insta feed, then the Selfie Boutique might be the place for you.
Over winter break, students spent time taking pictures at the new Selfie Boutique in Leawood, Kansas.
So Selfie Boutique is this little hole-in-the-wall shop where you go and you take pictures in front of like these props, and it's really good lighting.
They have a wide variety of places to take pictures.
Basically, they just have like different stations set up all around, and like with like backdrops and backgrounds, like some with balloons or like little fake clouds and like a swing and stuff, so you can like sit, and it's like props to take pictures with your friends or family, or like selfies basically, so it looks like you're somewhere cool.
The Selfie Boutique is very active with their social media.
I heard about this selfie boutique by friends posting. I saw these posts with these cool backdrops, and I just thought they made it in their house.
The boutique is welcome to everyone.
We have an insecurity checkpoint, which means it's just a judgment-free zone, and everyone, when they come in here, is just usually in a great mood, which then puts the workers in a great mood also, so it's just a fun time.
Also has reasonable pricing.
It was worth the $10, especially because you got a pass to go back multiple days, and then you spend a lot of time there, so I wasn't just there for a couple minutes, and I got really good quality pictures that would probably cost me more to make in my house.
This is Mikael Henderson for BTV.
That selfie boutique is now closed, but another one is scheduled to pop up in another location soon.
Did you see that UCM came by North last week to deliver a surprise to one student?
I didn't, but I heard a lot of students talking about it. Kirsten and Jenna have the story.
Recently, senior Jessica Carnahan received a rare gift from the University of Central Missouri. She was randomly selected for a one-year full tuition-paid scholarship.
This started out as a promotion for really generating applications and interest in UCM, and we had almost 4,700 applications, and we selected Jessica. This doesn't happen every day, right? So we wanted to make really a scene and ambush her at school.
The award was quite a surprise to Jessica as it was presented during her IB English class.
People came in and they started talking about the scholarship.
It was exciting. I think I was probably shaking a lot and excited for her.
I was like, is this me? Because my parents are coming in and there's so many other people coming in, and I was so surprised, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't know what to feel right now.
I thought it was pretty exciting to see her face and to see the hard work that she's put in with the extra classes, and to be chosen from thousands of people to get this award. We're just so proud of her.
The scholarship will help Jessica pursue a future in psychology.
It'll definitely help out with debt and paying off college, and just making sure that I can pay off everything. So this is an extremely big help, especially with how long I'm going to college.
I think she's looking at 8 years of school, so to have a year pretty much taken care of is very, very cool.
I just like to say thank you so much. This is such an awesome opportunity, and I can't believe out of thousands of people I got picked for that, and that's so cool.
This is Kirsten and Jenna for BTV.
It's crazy that she won a full year free tuition to UCM.
And she was randomly chosen. Plus, it's the first year UCM has ever done this. Hopefully, they'll continue to do so each year.
That's all for this month's show. I'm Jace.
And I'm Mariah.
See you next time.